रहरह वेपीयमानं मुदा भूयाद्भारतपङ्कजं कलिमलप्रध्वंसिनः श्रेयसे मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवम् यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्ररुद्रमरुतः स्तुन्वन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैः वेदैः साङ्गपदक्रमोपनिषदैः गायन्ति यं सामगाः ध्यानावस्थिततद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनः यस्यान्तं न विदुःसुरासुरगणा देवाय तस्मै नमः यस्यान्तं न विदुःसुरासुरगणा देवाय तस्मै नमः। ओम नमः शिवाय। ओम श्री कृष्ण परमात्मने नमः। अतः षोडशोऽध्यायः। श्री भगवानुवाच। So this chapter adhyaya is called Shodasha Adhyaya. 16th chapter is called Deva Asura Sampat Vibhaga Yoga Nama Shodashodhyaya. There is a Devi Sampatti. That means there are quite certain qualities of that I have, that we have, which take us towards a refinement, maturity, appropriate behavior, alignment to dharma, alignment to what is proper, capacity to handle challenges, respond to challenges without being reactive. From responsive become proactive response, capacity to iron out, resolve issues from the past which can affect me in the future, feeling of guilt, feeling of hurt, anxiety. Primarily these are under guilt and hurt. There is a whole family there. And regarding the future, there is anxiety. And under that, there is a whole family. You can call it various subtle rays, subtle shades of emotion. And these prevent you from being a happy person you are. Our entire effort is in trying to become. Whereas Vedanta comes and tells you, Bhagavad Gita comes and tells you, there is nothing to become. There is only being. And for this maturity and refinement to come, you need to have certain qualities. Only then the clarity regarding one's Swarupa will come to you. It's a preparatory sadhana. It's a preparatory lifestyle. It's not just a sadhana, it's a lifestyle. If I'm refined all the time. That is most of the time. I display maturity most of the time. I have a capacity, not the resilience. I take the shock, bounce back. There are certain things which are not in my control. I take, I don't like it naturally, but I have the maturity to handle them. I'm grown up enough. I'm not just physically grown up. I'm emotionally grown up enough to handle these challenges in life. This is called Devi Sampatti. I handle it in such a manner that neither am I hurt nor are you hurt. Nobody around me is hurt. Where I need to swallow my pride, I swallow my pride. Then don't find it very difficult. This is Devi Sampatti. Then we have Asuri Sampatti, where the person is aggressive, reactive. If you give me one blow, I give you two. If you ruin me, I will avenge. I will then no inside. There was a movie, in which they said, a humiliation is not to be forgotten, and something like there was a movie like that. I have to avenge everything that happened. If not now, later in this lifetime, maybe perhaps even after. That is the kind of obsession, junoon, they say it in the reactive person, aggressive person. I must have what I want. This is what I want and I must have it. I don't care what happens to others. If necessary, I'll destroy the whole thing. So this is an Asuri tendencies. So that was highlighted after this. So Daiva Sampatti, Asuri Sampatti. Now what happens? What happens if I sustain the Asuri Sampatti? Okay. So the last one which we read was 18. Some of the we have said so many such characteristics of a Asuri or an aggressive person. Asura doesn't mean, when the horn and teeth, canine teeth and things like that. Breathing fire and things. That's just a picture. That's something, something to dramatize the whole thing. How can you dramatize a villain? So once upon a villain, with villain must always large eyes, big noise, he'll always be bald. He will make grumbling noises, grunt and things like that. And over a period of time, the villain became a very sophisticated character. Polished, refined, even more polished than the hero. So it doesn't mean always you got a horn or things like that. Inner attitudes are like that. Lot of sophisticated asura. Sophisticated, I don't know. I will not grow, but I will not let you grow. Sophisticated asura. Okay? So I will ruin you financially. I'll destroy you emotionally. These are the kind of asuric tendencies which are prevalent in the society. Okay, now let's look at one of the previous verses, 18. We'll start reading from 18. Ahankaram balam darpam, ahankaram balam darpam, kamam krodam cha samshritaha, kamam krodam cha samshritaha. Whole line. Ahankaram balam darpam, kamam krodam cha samshritaha. He is given to. Okay? He is given to. I'll talk about this usage a little carefully. Ahankaram, he is given to egoism. Balam, display of power. Display of power. Yeah, many of these movie dialogues are drawn from all this. Power, balam. Darpam, arrogance, boastfulness. Kamam, desire, uncontrollable desire is kama. Chakrodam, when this uncontrollable dear desire is thwarted, there is kopam, there is krodha, anger. Then abhyasuyakaha, demeaning other people. What does he know? They are all charlatans. They bluff. They take people for a ride. Anybody who doesn't subscribe to your viewpoint is my way or highway. You have heard of these characters. So they are abhyasuyakaha. Anybody who don't subscribe to them, useless. Simple, condemning. You talk Vedanta to them, he reads something and comes and says it's Vedanta. So many people I have met who have said this to me. Pradvishanta mam. Very powerful word. They hate me. Hate me means Ishvara is not. Hate here means it is not hate Ishvara that way, but any reference to God, and he will say, all that is just belief. There is no real God. If there is God, all this would not happen. That kind of thing. Pradvishantam, vishanta, mam, vishantaha, mam, me. Atma paradeheshu. And understand this very well. These are carefully words to be noted very carefully. Atma paradeheshu. This is called a deha. And this is a deha, body, and it becomes a living being only because of the reflection of life in me, a life force in me. That is referred to as Chaitanyam. Okay. Another a synonym for Chaitanyam is Ishvara. When you look at Chaitanyam without any gunas, is it possible? I don't want to form an image of a God. I would like to see only the laws, the characteristics, and I strip it of all the forms, and I look at it as a nirguna. I don't look at it as a form. I look at a formless. Okay, that is Chaitanya. I look at the whole thing in the form of forms, in the form of the entire manifested world, and in that manifested world, I also give a form to Ishvara, a form which is so dear to me. Okay, you heard that? Makara Kundala, earrings shaped like the face of a crocodile. Makara Kundala. It's Krishna's dress. Curly hair, Rishi Kesha. Curly hair, Rishi Kesha. Okay. Then what else? Blue in color. That means royal blood. Blue in color doesn't look for fellows painted in blue. There is no blue blood. What is blue blood? See this, the royal, it's a royal thing. When they say your veins are blue and out of your skin, the vein color is seen. Okay, royal, blue in color, and he's neither too tall nor too short. Very graceful in his walk. He's a flute player. He's also a warrior. Can you imagine a hero like this? So that person is Ishvara with a form. And Nirguna is Ishvara without a form. So when you when you give Ishvara, you give him the form, and to the Ishvara you give a lot of Ishvara. You don't give anything. Ishvara should have these forms. Almightiness, ultimate in generosity, magnanimity, all powerful. So this aggressive people hate this concept at all of refinement, of almighty, of magnanimity, and then of compassion. They hate us. So pratvishantam, pratvishanta mam atma paradeheshu. They not only hate God, Ishvara, they also hate people who have such qualities. So they hate all these Deva Sampatti person. You are a very refined, calm person. This aggressive fellow will have no kind words for you. This is so calm and refined. They say possibly he cannot fight back. That's why he's there like that. He believes in flight or fight. What's that? Response. He cannot fight me. So he cannot run away at this moment. So he's making friends with me. He's striking a compromise. They not only hate Ishvara, they hate Ishvara Bhakta as well. People who have these qualities. Now let's look at a very beautiful word. Samshritaha. One who is inclined to. It's a very beautiful word, and one must look at this word very, very carefully. See, suppose you catch me, you catch some person telling lies. What is your immediate reaction? He is a liar. That means you have given him an adjective and condemned him. He is the fellow comes to your house and steals something, goes kleptomania. They say one of the English kings was like that. So whenever he went to another royal place, they used to leave something around for him to steal. So kleptomania. He's a kleptomaniac. He is a drunkard. He is an angry person. He is intolerant. He is an egoist. He doesn't give others chance to speak. This is how you label people. When you say samshrita, you are being objective about the person. You are telling this person is inclined to tell lies. Careful. When a person is inclined to tell lies, that means the person tells lies if the situation so demands. If the situation is helpful for him, he will tell the truth. But if the situation puts pressure on him, he prefers to tell lies. It is situation-based response. He is no longer driven by what is right or what is wrong. We studied earlier. He is not driven by what is right or what is wrong. He is driven by what is good for me and what is not good for me. That inclination is highlighted. No, they don't condemn you as an ahankara. He is ahankaram samshritaha. He is given to boastfulness. No, he is given to egoism. Balam samshritaha. He is a, if I hit, what will happen to you? He is given to that. His responses are aggressive. Perhaps he is good inside. That's because Ishvara Chaitanyam, the Chaitanyam which reflects in a good man. Okay, when I'm pointing, I'm not a good man or anything like that. The Chaitanyam that reflects on a Devi Sampat person, the same Chaitanyam reflects in the Asuri Sampat person. The same gold inheres in a new ring. The same gold inheres in a damaged ring. Gold remaining the same, the manifestation is different. Therefore, we say one is inclined to. Because if I said that this is his nature, he will never change. When I say that he is inclined to this, then his own Asura Sampata, I am objective to that. I can deal with that objectively. I know how to deal with an angry person. I know how to deal with an impatient person. I know how to deal with a person who is in depression. He is depressed. He is given to depression. He is schizophrenic. He is given to bouts of schizophrenia. Change the narrative and see how you can handle the person. I've always had a bad deal. I could never trust the person. The good person. That's why you got close to him. You liked somebody because the person was. There's so many cases. I don't like the person anymore. They don't say I don't like the person. In that case, you wouldn't have joined hands so many years ago. I don't like the person. I don't like the person anymore. You are not what I thought you are. These are the words used. Why? Because we have labeled the person as bad. Suppose I don't label the person as bad and I tell him that one is inclined, then I recognize the pressure which is making him inclined. Perhaps he's more insecure than you and I are. Why do a miserly fellow happen? Kanjus. You say in Hindi, na? Makki chus. Why do congestion with such miserly people come? They are under deep financial insecurity. Something I have will go away and I don't see the same quantity coming in. That's a lot of, they say, it's not reflecting on anybody. They say, the fellow will say, will you give a donation? Sir, I'm a retired person. So what if you're a retired person? If you push him a little more, he'll say, those days I was earning 10 lakh rupees a month. These days even 1 lakh doesn't come. So his income has come down. He sees that the income levels have dropped. So he's become that insecurity has taken over and he wants to safeguard his money Not only he wants to safeguard his money, he has to grab your money also. So somebody is financially insecure, somebody is emotionally insecure, suffered rejections many times in life. He is very hurtful in speech, quite simply because he is okay, but the rejections have created a certain pall around him, a pall of lack of trust. So when I say this person is inclined to, then I'm giving him the benefit of, I look at him objectively. And when I look at anything objectively, there is a solution possible. That's verse number 18. That's how we relate to it. Otherwise, you can read Bhagavad Gita and it can be one more feather in your cap or whatever you call it. I've studied 18 chapter. Very often we say. I've gone through 18 chapters of the Bhagavad Gita. It's okay, but has it gone through? Yes, some people are so smart they can quote it in all these meetings and things like that. There is a social club meetings. They will say it's a Bhagavad Gita exponent. When I hear the word Bhagavad Gita exponent, I know he only speaks, he doesn't understand a word, doesn't believe a word, and cannot definitely live that life. And they have the right words to quote. Somebody has passed away, he'll go to their house and say, Vasam Siji Nani Yatha Vihaya. Perfectly he will quote. Just as we change clothes, the Atma changes bodies. This is how it is. So it is to be internalized. It is to be this has to become your knowledge. And Asuri Sampatti are obstacles to have clarity about your own self. They are like, they are called very beautiful. Mala. Mala is the word used. Mala means, dirt. I was looking at my face in the mirror. It all seemed dirty. Yes, I wiped, didn't work. Okay. Then I discovered that the mole is on my nose, is not in the mirror, it's on my nose. जिंदगी बीत गई आईने साफ करते करते मैल तो मेरे चेहरे में था ऐसे ना. So like that, they are people who have very strong judgments about oneself, who are internally very unhappy. A very beautiful word for them. I don't want to label them, but generally they have psychotic tendencies. I don't want to call them psychotic. People with psychotic tendencies, psychotic inclinations, comes out of a poor self-judgment, comes out of self-rejection, self-loathing, some guilt bothering me, some hurt bothering me, some rejection bothering me. They all take time. So such persons, what happens to them? Okay, verse number 19. Tanaham dvishata kuran, tvanaham dvishata kururan, samsareshu naradhaman, samsareshu naradhaman. All line. Tanaham dvishata kuran, samsareshu naradhaman, Shipam Yajasra Mashubhan Shipam Yasrajas. Let me get this word properly. Asirushu Eva Yonishu. Yeah. Ashubhan. Ashubhan. Where is it? Shipam. Yeah. Aham Shipamiya. Shipam Yajra. Yeah. Shipami Ajrasam. Ashubhan, that's how the word is. See how Sandhi works. Shipami Ajrasam Ashubhan. Okay. Okay. Asurishveva Yonishu. Asurishveva Yonishu. All verse. Tanaham Dvishatak Kruran. Samsareshu Naradhaman. Shipam Yajasram Ashubhan. Asurishveva Yonishu. Aham Shipami. Shipami means throw. I push them. So don't think Bhagavan is wishing to push them there. You are Ashubha, therefore you go this side. You are Asura, so you go this side. You are Deva, go this side. Not right. Your inclinations will push you towards those directions. It is not Bhagavan sitting there and working. If my inclination is towards, let's say, people sing bhajans early morning. So there are people sing bhajans. And this person says, hey, why do you put all this so loudly? Shut the door, go. See, I am inclined to be pushed away from bhajan into what? Rock, maybe. So, Shipami Tan Twishataha, one who does Dvesha. See, if you do Dvesha of a refined person, will the refined person take you in his company? He will not. So you are excluded from the company of Satsanga. Mane Satpurushanam Sangha. They will say, don't let him come here. If he comes, he will spoil the show. Especially even when in meetings and all, we don't call everybody. We tell you, don't call this fellow. This fellow just argues for the sake of argument. I don't want this fellow in my meeting. So, Shipami, the situation pushes these people. I don't want to use word like negative tendencies and things like that. Say people who are, there is one kya kehte hai? Well, there is an inner discomfort. They don't have inner leisure. अंदर से घुटन होती है, suffocation from inside. In Tamil you say, purukam. There is a certain inner discomfort when you are in the company of such people. You find them boring. So this person is pushed away, not by Bhagavan. He says, I push in the sense, is usage, it's a usage. I push these people away. Tan Vishataha Ashubhan. You will seek the company of such people alone. Let me share with you an incident. Very beautiful incident. So, there's a guy who loves a drink. And I'm not called into those meetings and circles. I don't criticize anybody who drinks at all, but you will see that I might just smile for some time and I'll say next time don't call me. If there's a part of the menu, either start after I leave or I don't consider them bad, but I say I don't want to be seen in your company. I don't like to be. They said only after I have a drink or two I can sing well. I said okay, you do that after I leave. And now when these things happen, when I am excluded naturally. Now, even among these fellows who have a nice drink, good drink, there's one fellow who says, I don't like drinking with these people. He says, why? He says, after drink, they all become foul-mouthed, they give abusive language. Even among Ashubha, even going into these yonis, I don't want to be seen with these people. I would like to be a refined drinker, not a fellow who mouths all kinds of rubbish when he drinks. So you are inclined to go towards such people who are Ashubha, who are Krura. Krura means their words are cruel, curseful, full of curses, crude words, cruel words. Okay? That's the kind of Kruran. And next one is very hard. Nara Adhaman. They are the lowest among human beings. Adhama Nara. Uttama Nara is called Uttama Purusha. Purushottama. Madhyama Nara. This Adhama Nara, lowest strata of human being, not fit to be called even a human being. Love, hate, love that kind of cruelty and things like that. Ajasram, perpetually. You will constantly be only in that circle. A time will come, these nice fellows will either reject you or when they come, they'll say, okay, see you later, they'll all walk away. Okay, sir. Okay. And next time they call you, will say, sir, I hope that fellow is not coming. No, he might come. In that case, I'll come, just say a few words and I'll go. ajrasam, perpetually into asurishu eva yonishu. Yoni means the receptor, womb. I will perpetually, they end up in a cycle of dussanga naraha. People who have such tendencies. People who criticize, who are not trustworthy, who will cheat at the slightest opportunity. Sansareshu. Okay. In in this samsara, in this world, this person will constantly be in a cycle. This person with this inclination will be led to such company only. Okay, not sitting on judgment. He is telling you this is what will happen. This is what will happen. There are some people who seek, who love, who love certain kind. So they will stick to that kind of company. Somebody likes, likes a lot of psychopaths. So he will seek that kind of company. There are some people who like to do psychophancy. That fellow will go after such a person. This is birds of feather flock together. So that inclination to go after people who have similar urges, similar inclination. That's the intention of verse number 19. Let's look at verse number 20. Asurim yonimapannaha Asurim yonimapannaha Mudha janmani janmani Mudha janmani janmani. Whole word, whole line. Asurim yonimapannaha Mudham janmani janmani. Next line. Mama prapyeva kaunteya Mama prapyeva kaunteya Tato yanti damam gatim Tato yantyadaman gatim. Whole verse. Asurim yonima pannaha Mudha janmani janmani Mama prapyeva kaunteya Tato yantyadamam gatim. Apanna means enter. Asurim yonim. Once you are well encrusted in the company of aggressive, in the company of people given to reactive people behavior, to people who are inclined to violating ethical practices, who are inclined to vices, crude language, dismissive in their approach, who are inclined to all these qualities, this is called Asurim Yonim. This is the company of the Asura Yoni. And here it is said Janmani Janmani, birth after birth. In this birth you have this, and if you have not changed at death time, you will go in next birth also, you will go sick. Let's take a simple thing. Okay, way back, sometime in 78, 79, or the trains going from Delhi to south, deep south, they were affected because of a severe damage of rail tracks in Madhya Pradesh. Okay, so you start from, let's say, Delhi Express leading to Chennai Central. So that train will come all the way and wait at a station in one of these Madhya Pradesh places. The train leaving Central will come again to this place and stand. They will stand at a distance of about 3 kilometers from each other. Every person in this berth, in this train, Delhi to Central train, will be accommodated in buses and they will be taken to the train waiting 3 kilometers or 5 kilometers away. From that train, this another set of buses will bring these people to this train. Okay. Then each person will go, he has a ticket in hand. It says, 3-tier AC, 3-tier AC to abhi aaya. Those days it was only 2-tier AC, first class. Then you had your Gandhi class. Gandhi class is 3-tier. Okay. You will look, berth number A, Seat number 21. You will not go in search of any other seat. You will go only in search of the seat which has been allotted to you. You are boarding a flight and you have a boarding pass. Will you go sit in any chair? No, 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 no. I am 32D. Is it window seat? This seat? You will go according to the boarding pass that you have in hand. Whether it is a flight, whether it is a train, whether it is boarding a flight, the flight gate, you apna bus route you will choose. So people having entered this asura yoni, janma janma, they will be looking after seats only in the asura campus. He will be very comfortable, uncomfortable in the what do you call company of Sura campus, Deva campus. They are moodhaha, inclined to unmindfulness. That such this thing will be indiscriminate people. I always try to translate my guru's teaching. Unmindful people, even you and I can be unmindful at times. At some parts of the day or on some challenges, I could even have asuri tendencies. My object will come to that later. So they are given to unmindfulness. Aprapya mam eva. They don't reach me at all. That means the goal of, see, what's your goal in life, purpose in life? Soch ke bataiye. What's your purpose? I want to live peacefully. I want to live happily. I want to live free from any kind of disease. If so, I don't think if anybody can have any other desire. I want to have peace. I want to be very peaceful, conflict free, free from fear. Free from fear. Now, there are some real estate agencies which market, plots outside city limits 35 kilometers away. And this person is about 65 years old. Plotted, they sell quite good quality property. Well, they will give you developed property. And at a reasonable, this fellow doesn't want to do. Why? Asuri tendencies. A club pass nahi hai. I went to that place. There is no bar in the last 20 kilometer stretch. Inside the campus, gym bhi nahi hai. He says, sir, we are giving a lot of peace, tranquility, lot of time for yourself. You are boring hoga. This is a fact. It's so boring, man. No entertainment. You have a big complex in which there is no movie theater, there is no gym. There is new game has come. Now, pickle ball. Ball mein achar dal ke, huh? Okay. So, you want pressure, right? To free yourself from the pressure. There is a pressure inside you which tells you are no good. When you look at the mirror, you say, unless I do, look at it. Unless I pull this thing out, I don't look good. Millions of people, a lot of people have more money pulling out your eyebrows and built 5-story mansions because your eyebrow was not acceptable to you. Full eyebrow. I'm not acceptable to myself. So you want to do so much make up for what you don't have. Whereas in Sanskrit it's alangara, enhancing what you have. So aprapya, the peace that you are looking for, the calm that you are looking for, we call it inner leisure, the capacity to stand by and enjoy. See, I mean, it's not a reflection on anybody. Okay, including people, there are some people who do programs for seniors and things like that. Seniors program, juniors, they don't have to do. In due course, you have to do for juniors also. But seniors don't like to be called seniors. So I would like to rename them. Senior, juniors. Okay. Something like that. Now you see any program for the seniors, what is it consisting of? Tour. or Jumba, Zumba or Jumba. They have to dance, prance, theater. Why? Loud music. Why? You don't. You one. I mean, I'm not sitting on judgment on anyone. Okay. This person does not have the inner leisure to be with himself or herself. The moment you are quiet, Asura comes out. You can't sit back and watch a procession go. You have to take part because Asura doesn't let you sit quiet. He says, "Come, do, hame come, do, hame come." Do. Aprapya, mom, they don't get me at all. Mom, eva aprapya, they don't get me at all. And then what happens to them? Yantihi, they fall into adhaman gatim, they fall down even worse situations. They all become escapists. So asura tendencies, if you are inclined to be driven by your urges, you end up in the company and in the group of such people, and that instinct, that urge is perpetuated, and that perpetuation does not let you live in peace. And if you are not in peace, you go to pieces. That's what is highlighted. Verse number 20. Little harsh. Krishna is a little harsh. 21 also he continues to be harsh. 22nd he is giving you relief. We will read 21. And next one, along with this, I'll give you, well, Krishna's relief also we will see. What is Krishna's salve? What is Krishna's balm? He's not just giving you a balm, he's giving you a curative. Okay? And next one, verse number 22 is Yati Param Gatim. You will be able to get out of it. That is the beauty of this teaching. One is inclined to these tendencies, one will fall in this company, you will perpetuate these problems, but that's a very big but. If you have the Viveka, the Vairagya, you can rapidly realize. That's the beauty of this teaching. Okay, let's look at verse number 21. Trividam narakasyedam, Trividam narakasyedam, Dwaram nasanamatmanah, Dwaram nasanamatmanah. Whole line. Trividam narakasyedam, Dwaram nasanamatmanah. कामक्रोधस्तथा लोभः कामक्रोधस्तथा लोभः तस्मादेतत्त्रयं त्यजेत् तस्मादेतत्त्रयं त्यजेत्. Oh, what a verse! कितना powerful है. Trividam, the root to this situation, this perpetuation of your inclination, of your urges, they lead you to, there are three doors which lead you to this place. What are those places? Trividam. Okay, and it's called Naraka. It's called Naraka because there's only conflict. Okay, see, just imagine a situation where a person cannot sleep without a drink, and if he's sleeping, tossing, turning, and he picks up a phone, something comes. And who wants this fellow? That's a reaction. You've seen a lot of people like that. This life is called Naraka. Naraka means constantly under conflicts. And there are three gates. Trividam Dwara. There are three gates. What are the gates? Kama, Krodha, Lobha. The urges, uncontrolled urges. When the uncontrolled urges are thwarted, you get anger, fury. Some people say, he will not like to say I'm angry, because in his dictionary, anger is a very soft word. I am furious. Ah, what a powerful English. I don't like it. I hate it. An apple. Okay. It's a tendency in some cultures. Do you like apples? I was taught from as a childhood, I don't like brinjal. So I brinjal, I don't like it. But some people make brinjal, then what do you do? I don't want them hurt. So I said, give me a fork or a spoon. Whatever looks like brinjal, you separate and eat that gravy. Some people are so conscious, and you don't worry, sir. You keep it aside. We'll make something else for you. In fact, I know your taste. I have made something else for you. Okay? That is krodha. I hate it. I cannot stand it. I can't stand this. I can't stand this smell. I can't stand this. Kama, krodha, lobha. One serving? No, no. I want 5 serving. Give me 1, 2, and keep 3 aside so that I can have all of them. At the end of the day, waste everything. Look at your refrigerator and your storage. You will know how much lobha you have. Okay, no reflection. One box is enough. 1 plus 1. They are only saying, they are only appealing to your lobha. Buy one, get one free. What is this for? Lobha. I'll buy other one when I need. They'll sell a large toothpaste, that tube. 30% extra, what price? Quantity remains the same. And a 30% big dabba, nothing inside. One press, everything will come out. They cater to your lobha. Low rates, lobha. Second level, high rate. Lobha. They're only catering to your lobha. And Trividam Naraka Dwaram. And what happens when you don't discuss? Nasham Atmanaha. What little self-respect you have, Nasham. नाश हो जाता है self respect का. What little peace you have, Nasha. You can't trust your own people. You can't trust your servants. You can't trust your driver. You can't trust your caregiver. You can't trust the person who comes with a needle to take out a blood sample. This lack of trust, he himself shows you, sir, I am putting a new needle, sir. He shows you lack of trust. The lack of trust in general of the society. Yeah, some people can say I'm being cautious. That's okay. Just giving you an example. And he said, Tasmat. Now comes the Tasmat. Etat all 3, Tyajed. Give them up. Grow over them. You cannot drop it like that. No, your anger, it just can't be dropped. You are an angry man for a whole day. Tomorrow morning you are sweet at home. They will say there is some hidden agenda. That's why he's very sweet today. That will make you angry. So, Tyajed, gradually grow over them. Gradually move away from inclination towards aggressiveness and go closer to refinement. Yeah, detachment. Detach yourself from aggressiveness. Detach yourself from brutality. If you detach yourself, you will fall. So it is like climbing a mountain. Attach first, detach later. Attach to a slightly higher quality. Yeah, I'll be more mindful in my speech. Detach. Every time I think a little aggressively, I will try to control, or I will tell myself to be more complimentary in my thought process. Attach, leave. So attach, detach. Detach, attach first, detach. Attach, detach. Attach, detach. This is the way of growth towards Devi Sampatti, which comes in verse number 22. We are going towards the end of this chapter. 24 is just 2 steps away. So next week we will see what Krishna suggests you, recommends to you, so that you are rapidly moving towards Deva Sampatti. And what should one do? What are the practical steps? It's not just an advice. It is not just giving you some trailer. He is telling you if this is the tendency, this is the damage that you do to yourself. So therefore give it up. This is the way you give it up. And if you give it up, this is the benefit. He will take you towards that. He assures you Deva Sampatti by effort, by sadhana. You will see that in our next session, Monday next. Om Namah Shivaya. Jai Shri Krishna. Swasti Praja Nyayena Margena Mahim Mahisha गोब्राह्मणेभ्यः शुभमस्तु नित्यं। लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु। काले वर्षतु पर्जन्यः। पृथिवी सस्यशालिनी। देशोऽयं शोभरहितः। ब्राह्मणाः सन्तु निर्भयाः। सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः। सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः। सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु। मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत्। असतो मा सद्गमय। तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय। मृत्योर्मा अमृतङ्गमय। ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरि ओम। सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय हो। बोले शंकर तुम्हारी जय हो। सब संतों की जय हो। शास्त्र की जय हो। ओम नमः शिवाय। ओम।
Thank you, Uncle.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Amazing session. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.